Hello, friends. This is Simone, and I'm here with a Junk Journal with Me video today. I am filling one of those random edge pages. I'm calling it edge page because it's not really about anything, it's just there, and I want to fill it. So I filmed along while I was working on that, and I hope you enjoy watching. I have this pouch from AT. This was in a paper treats order. I really love how thoughtfully Mai from Paper Treats usually packages her Happy Meal that she sends when you order from her shop. And she always includes a tea bag with a design from Karel Kapok. Is that how you pronounce his name? To me, it sounds Czech, but I don't know if that's correct. And I never throw them away. I just keep them. And this one I wanted to use as a pocket, but I did not really like the way these cards, especially, turned out to be in there. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. This is a crafty project that my goddaughter from Germany sent over maybe a year or so ago. And what is really funny about this is that the sticker that is on the inside I sent to her several years ago, and so she used that. And I wanted to use it somewhere in this junk journal. So instead of continuing thinking about what I could do, what I couldn't do, I decided to go ahead and stick down this, what is it, spiral that she colored with all the colors of the rainbow. She's definitely a girl of my style, because I love the more colors, the better, for sure. When I made this junk journal, it was, I think, the first one that I made with these kinds of papers, and especially that I made for myself to actually use as a junk journal. And so I didn't know what to expect on how I would use the pages. As you can see, I decided to take out the little cards and find something else that I could put in here. That one is definitely not it. And I took pages from a coloring book because I thought that was super cool, as having those on the paper already as a background and an easy place to start creating on top. But yeah, I had a really hard time while using this notebook or this journal to actually make them useful and work for me. So yeah, this page is an experiment for sure, and I'm not really sure that I extremely like how it turned out. I'm glad, as usual, I'm really glad I'm experiencing so many different ways of creating. That is something, if you followed me this 2022 and before, has really changed. I used to try to be very stuck in my ways and have so many self-imposed rules, which sometimes are necessary and helpful, but sometimes they can also trap you. And this year, I'm embracing getting out of that box and creating and making more things that are not the things that I would usually do, like this junk journal. So I'm very glad I'm experiencing this. I'm not 100% sure it is something that I want to repeat frequently, because, yeah, it's very stressful is not the right word, but it's taxing, and it's constantly stretching your creativity is also very stressful. Stressful is too harsh. Exhausting, like you make one page and then you're just done because it just took so much out of your creative bucket. But then why would you have to create a billion pages? Why is one not enough, right? Hello, how are you doing? It is Thursday, the day before the San Francisco Pen Show, and I am actually not okay, I realized. And while I was thinking about what to say on this video, I realized that it actually is the pen show, knowing that there's lots of Instagram people there, people that I know from YouTube or other social media places. And so there's lots of people going to be there. And I'm kind of scared, to be honest. The grown-ass woman me knows that, totally fine. I can do this, and I probably will. But the little Simone inside me, who I am one of those people who was never really able to deal with high school crowds. And that's what this reminds me of, like this not knowing what to expect and maybe cliques. People who are nice to your face but actually don't really like you. All that stuff is super hard to navigate, I feel. And I was never good at it when I was in school, which is probably the prime time to be playing these games. And yeah, I'm not saying that this is what is being played there, but that's the fear that I have. That's why I'm nervous. So, yeah, the little Simone was always on the outside in those scenarios at school, and that person is definitely scared. I don't know how to navigate places like that. And yeah, I've been on the receiving end of bullyism in high school. And so it just brings back all of those memories, thinking about this, and that's what makes this Thursday harder than I thought it would be. I didn't even think about all of this before I thought of the things that I could say in this video, and then it hit me. Why did I hide all morning in my book? I wanted to make folders for my friends. I have this super cool idea that I have been meaning to make for like the last 2 months. And so I took the pen show and the two friends that I'm seeing, that I'm really dying to meet. I'm dying to meet everyone, but I'm afraid of everyone except those two. So the friends that I'm meeting, and I've been wanting to make those folders for their traveler's notebooks, but I haven't yet. And so today was the day, because I'm not just good at being afraid of things, I'm also really good at procrastinating. So today I wanted to do that, but then I hid in a book, and then I wanted to maybe do this. Then I started journaling in my journals because I'm really far behind. And then there was a lot of negative self-talk happening, which I am theoretically very aware that it is total bullshit, but not theoretical. The emotional side here, the emotional teenager that lives in my body is just saying, yeah, you're right. And thinking in their head that whatever this mom says is not true. So, not effective at all. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm like struggling through this day, and I don't know why. And then I sit down to make this video, and I'm thinking about things that I could talk about. and then it hits me. It's the fear of this high school crowd. So let's hope that I don't have to. It's not going to be that way. And I know for sure it's not going to be that way. But it is really bad. It's a really bad feeling to have. What else? Yes. And then the procrastination on those folders. Why didn't I start earlier? You might ask. I can tell you exactly why. Why? Because I thought about that before filming this voiceover either. Also, as well. The reason why I haven't started is because it's an idea in my head, and I am afraid that when I start and actually make it, that I will be disappointed by the result. So by not working and making those, I can continue thinking that it's a great idea. Yeah, sometimes the mind of the people is not the greatest. And my sentences are not full sentences, as you might notice. That happens sometimes to me. I have been filling this page. You saw that I wasn't really happy with the page on the white background because for some reason the lines for the coloring as a coloring page were just too bold. They were too distracting. So I used the purple watercolor to color it in, and then I started adding texture with my clean color dot pen. I think that's what they're called. I think I took the thinner tip first, but that didn't really look that nice. So I went to the bolder one, and from looking at it from a distance, I think it actually worked. It wasn't a deliberate decision, but it brought the background together for sure. It made it one whole thing, and that worked. Doesn't have to be my favorite page, but I achieved what I wanted to achieve without knowing. And now that I'm voicing this over and telling you all about it, I can translate this to other pages in the future. So there was this awkward gap underneath that, let's call it rainbow flower, and the tea bag. And so I was thinking about filling that with something. And I had just recently received some amazing happy mail from my friend Kim. And so I cut some of the washi that she sent. And then also she has this, look at this envelope. Such an amazing and creative piece of work. I should have not cut it apart, but made now that I think of it, it's all too late, but I should have made a little teeny tiny junk journal with that. That would have been cool. Yeah. Next time someone sends me something like that, I will definitely try and do that. So I'm almost at the end. This is what I decided this page would look like. I really like the hope sticker that indicates that there's a pull out. Wish me luck for today. I will be brave and I will go there, and probably none of the things that I talked about will be an issue. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I was able to identify them, and now I can face them head on and dive right in. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with me. And I hope whenever you have a rough time, try to voice whatever the problem is. It helps a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye.